Hello, welcome to the September 2020 Tea Leaf Fortune from the Tea Corner. This month, the tea leaves are soaked in a pilgrimage. It feels as if nature has turned outside in and inside out. 5 main shapes are at the center of our attention, like the rose, a swallow, a falcon, a bag, and an arrowhead. 3 other shapes keeps us on the lookout, like a turtle, a koala bear, and a pigeon. It seems like nature and everything in it is at a standstill and moving. To get a handle of the situation, let's circle the shapes. In week 1, a koala bear hangs off of a tree. Near the end of week 1, the koala bear sits on the branch. In the beginning of week 2, a falcon and a swallow dive in towards the koala bear. In week 3, a rose and an arrowhead. In week 4, the shapes of week 1 and 2 turn into a turtle, an eagle, and a bird perched, or a pigeon, conjunct a letter L. At the end of week 4, a hand points upwards. Overall, though, it looks like if we stay calm, we could ride this wave out with nature. So, let's look into this. In week 1, a koala bear on the lookout hangs off of a tree. A tree could symbolize a bridge between heaven and earth. A koala bear could symbolize solitude. When they're combined, it's facilitating communication between heaven and earth by preserving solitude. Because look at what's coming in week 2. At the end of week 1, the koala bear now sits on the branch, looks calmly out into the world. Take it as it sounds. Solitude preserves inner peace for the koala bear. In the beginning of week 2, a falcon and a swallow flies quickly towards the koala bear. And that means down-to-earth communication is coming in quickly. Communication from anyone, or from above, by the way of signs in the sky, if you're open to them. And the swallow means someone's fortune, like the koala bear, is about to change quickly. At the end of week 2, take a look. The falcon and swallow accelerate inwards towards a bag. A bag is a small reward or promotion. In week 3, we stumble along a rose and an arrowhead. A rose could be joy or success, but a rose also has a thorn. An arrowhead is readiness and direction. The direction is outwards. Near the end of week 3, the rose and arrowhead are more clear. But if we pull back just a moment, different shapes converge in the middle, grabs the center of our attention. At the beginning of week 4, there's a letter L that hovers just above the shapes. It could mean renewal, love, or moving with the flow of life. Here, they could mean all 3 at once. It feels like we're taking a step forward and then taking a step back, and so on and so on. It's like we're in a zone. It's calm, but we feel we have to be at the ready. Now a turtle, an eagle, and a pigeon converge to the center. They carry messages, but they could resonate differently with everyone. So take those messages as your own. It's getting out of control, but we're calm. It feels like the entire world can hear a whisper. At the end of week 4, there's a hand pointing upwards, which means we're heading in the right direction. The tree extends all the way into week 4, so take it as it sounds. But now there's an orca, followed by a turtle, swims towards the center. It's calm, but we're scratching our heads. Overall, now we know why nature is going inside and outside. It's a pilgrimage. Overall, the rose and the letter L ends up being overarching energies for the entire month of September. It's the rose that paints the picture of success and joy and surprises with the thorn. Because if you noticed, the rose turns upwards, but then ends up downwards. But then the letter L of love and renewal and going with the flow of life ends upwards. And then it was the koala bear, which could be us, and the wildlife, which could be society, that navigates the ins and outs, which turns out to be a pilgrimage. The koala bear, while at the ready, manages to preserve solitude and communication between heaven and earth. And then the koala bear manages to get a small reward or promotion. At the same time, the wildlife converge towards a center. It's as if the koala bear and the other wildlife are unaware they're on the same pilgrimage. But somehow, the koala bear manages to make a step outwards towards the arrowhead. But the koala bear walks into a world where a whisper becomes a shout. Craziness and calmness are parallel on the same pilgrimage. Yes, but it ends up being a renewal. But then again, the more we try and understand what's going on, we get swirled down into a rabbit hole. Well, this has been the Koala Bear and the Rose, and the September 2020 Tea Leaf Fortune from the Tea Corner. Know this, get a cup of tea and if you're lost, there's a center, you can go find yourself. Take care, chin chin. The music was brought to you by bensound.com.